Mom, Dad, I'm okay. I had a few scrapes and stuff, but they've washed them up and they're getting okay. And I've caught a cold, but they're giving me pills for it, and so I'm not being starved or beaten or unnecessarily frightened. Kept blindfolded, usually, so that I can't identify anyone. My hands are often tied, but they're not. And I'm not gagged or anything. I'm comfortable.
The revolutionaries who call themselves the Symbionese Liberation Army first came to widespread public attention with the kidnapping of Patricia Hearst in San Francisco. The Hearst newspaper heiress has been missing for 19 months. First, she was kidnapped, then she announced that she had joined ranks with her kidnappers, members of the Symbionese Liberation Army.
I've been given the choice of one, being released in a safe area, or two, joining the forces of the Symbionese Liberation Army and fighting for my freedom and the freedom of all oppressed people. I have chosen to stay and fight. I have been given the name Tanya after a comrade who fought alongside Che in Bolivia for the people of Bolivia.
And Patty Hearst, you standing there in front of the Symbionese Liberation Army flag with your legs spread. I was wondering, were you getting it every night from a black revolutionary man and his women, or were you really dead? And now that you are on the run, what goes on in your mind? Your sister, they sit by the window. You know your mama does is sit and cry. And your daddy, well, you know what your daddy said, Patty. You know what your daddy said, Patty? He said, well, 60 days ago, she was such a lovely child. Now here she is with a gun in her hand.
She called herself Tanya. She was later indicted in connection with a San Francisco bank holdup and labeled a fugitive.
Catherine and the Hearst family and the Board of Regents, as well as the corporate states which they support and aid, are enemies of the people. And as such, that the people have the legal and human right and duty to attack said enemy according to the forms of war taken by the oppressed people.
This is Channel 7's Eyewitness News.
Flames is the climax of a shootout in which Los Angeles police fired more ammunition than they ever had fired before in a single law enforcement assault. Just who are the 5 persons killed? That still is not known. If any of them have been identified, it's not been officially disclosed. At Hillsborough, California, the Randolph Hearst family has apparently given in to the inevitable fear. A family spokesman said tonight that the feeling inside the Hearst home is that it's all over for Patty.
Among those believed slain on East 54th Street were the escaped convict Donald DeFreeze, known as Marshal Sin Q of the Symbionese Liberation Army. It was Sin Q whose voice, along with Patty Hearst, appeared on those recordings sent to the publisher Randolph Hearst. Also, Nancy Ling Perry, a former college cheerleader who once campaigned for Barry Goldwater. Kamala Hall, daughter of a Lutheran minister who once was involved in a career as a social worker in Minneapolis, and until she joined the SLA was known by her friends as an advocate of nonviolence. William Lawton Wolfe, son of a Pennsylvania doctor and dropout from the University of California in Berkeley.
When that gun battle erupted, we moved down the street. There were sharpshooters and FBI. They raced to positions just around the corner from the house, about 100 feet away. The air shook with gunfire, and police realized what they were up against.
1, 2, 3, 4!